Cowboy fired on Luce Cannon or tried to, and he really didn't do no demonstration. You know, you don't run up on a person and sneak nobody or dolphin nobody or get off first and it turn off into some type of argument or whatever the case may be, and y'all just make a big old situation. Learn from what Luce Cannon did. Because what I have learned time and time and time is that people will have the most disrespect towards individuals that they feel they will never run across. In my opinion, I strongly believe that Luce Cannon believed that he was never gonna run across Cowboy, because I feel like, the distaste that he has for Cowboy would have drove him to get cracking with Cowboy. Even if you don't have your shoes on. Shoes on, shoes not, whatever it is, once a person launches the attack, it's up and at them. It's no time to press pause and time out. And I don't sympathize with Luce Cannon wanting a fair one and going to put his shoes on, because I never seen the clip where it seemed like Luce Cannon was demonstrating stuff in a fair way. And I'm not saying that anybody got to get a fair hand, but I'm just saying that I am not sympathizing with Luce Cannon not having his house shoes on, not having his shoes on, and looking to go put his shoes on and wanting Cowboy to hold on and give him a fade once he put his shoes on. I'm not sympathizing with that. When you a boogeyman, when you this, that, and the third, when you supposed to be about certain type of activities, you should be ready regardless what state you in. I understand people ain't gonna always be ready. Sometimes you might be slipping or whatever. But it's still gonna be about how you carry yourself in that moment and how you carry yourself after the fact. Luce Cannon running around with house shoes, it shows more that not only didn't expect to see Cowboy, but he didn't expect to have no level of any type of problem. Not over a parking stall, not over his, whatever. Bumping him out the door, whatever it could have been, running into anybody that he disliked or disliked him. He wasn't ready for the combat. And you got to be on that type of time when you out here offending people. Or if you just want to carry yourself as a stand-up man or woman, however it go. You got to know what's best for you. And if you don't live a picnic lifestyle, you can't be running around here in sandals. Also, we have to learn from this. People who's siding up with Cowboy to a large degree and giving him all the praise in the world just because he done something to Luce Cannon. Just because you dislike Luce Cannon, that don't give you the right to start trying to give flowers out to Cowboy. And the reason why is because people wake up every day be talking about 600 a snitch, whack 100 is a snitch, but we got it in full proof what Cowboy did. So the moment you start saying that you respect him as a rolling 60, you calling him a crib, and you giving him all these titles that you feel like he's still eligible to have, then these same dudes can't get no more credit when they get to calling other people rats or snitches. Because you clearly don't have a problem with dudes who break the rules. You clearly just dislike who you dislike. But you cannot get on here and be acting like you looking at Cowboy and addressing him as a rolling 60s or a crib and giving him flowers, and you feel like you gotta call 600 and rats and Luce Cannon and all these dudes rats and snitches. To me, that's not appropriate. To me, that's picking and choosing at its finest. And that was the same problem I had with J.O. Felony when he was getting at Luce Cannon. Like, get at Luce Cannon however you want to. But the moment he started talking about you don't be in your hood, I be at hood days, Cowboy and them be there, he lost me there. Because since when hanging in a picnic or bringing at the hood day or bringing in any event with a dude who took the stand against somebody been a bragging tool? Since when has that ever been a bragging tool? I don't care about what was on camera. I don't care how much work, what Cowboy did in that courtroom helped him or not, or whatever the case may be. You went in there and did things that people who's from the Crips is not supposed to do. People who's supposed to be a part of the streets ain't supposed to do. And mind you, in my opinion, Cowboy failed Nipsey Hussle. Because for you to be the big homie in two ways. You the big homie in the hood, and we share the same name. And in my opinion, he felt Nipsey Hussle because he did not have no gun. He did not have no access to no gun. He did not have anybody there with a gun. He did not have no security there for him. He did not want to be there and put himself in danger to where if some do happen, I'm going to just dive in front of things or dive on top of it or whatever it is. Physically and mentally, Cowboy had no help for Nipsey that day. He was just like a fly on the wall. And I don't respect that. Just like I don't respect him seeing Luce Cannon and don't demolish him. You chose to get a viral moment and you went for content. I ain't saying you can't turn your demonstration into content. I ain't tripping. But it also gonna express how mad you really are. So y'all pay attention to these things, man. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Let me know how y'all view it. I ain't gonna make it a long video, but these are just certain things that I gathered from this encounter. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think.